after you. Even his good son suffers. His good son gets sick and dies because of him. The wicked sons and daughters that followed in his footsteps, they died miserable deaths. After him, Nadab, his son, would be king for a short time, and then after Nadab, Baasha would rise up, and he would slaughter them all. And it was just like the prophet said, the ravens are eating good, the dogs are eating good, but the house of Jeroboam is gone. The only thing is this line, the sins of Jeroboam kept on going over and over and over again. What will come after you? John Smith was a fantastic chef. He had gone on TV. He had been before royalty, celebrities. He was really building his brand, building his name. And then his son got leukemia and was very sick. It's a rare kind of leukemia. The best they could do was put him in this hospice, this kind of a hospital, makeshift housing place. And it was the best thing for what he had and the nurses and the doctors. And so he bought a trailer and he lived right by it. And every waking moment he could, he spent time with his son. The food at the hospice was, well, pretty bad. Gray sandwiches and a little bit of Jell-O, and for a 3-star Michelin chef, he goes, man, this is bad. But the nurses were kind, and the doctors were good. The other patients were loving people, and the families he met, they'd be lifelong friends. And when eventually his son went to be with the Lord, he made a decision. He said, I want to stay here. And he went to the head of the hospice, and he said, would you hire me to be the chef here? I want to give people the best food they've ever had in the time that they need it the most. And they said, really? He said, yeah, whatever you paid the last chef, that can be my payment. It's not about the money, but I want every father, every mother, every brother, sister, I want them to at least have the comfort of knowing somebody loves them, cares about them. I want to use my gifts for something good. I hope that we come to a time in our life we say, hey, my life is short. It's not about what I take, it's about what I leave behind. I want to make sure that my sons, my daughters, in 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 24, it says, the sins of some people are obvious, but the sins of other men follow after them. Likewise, the good deeds of some people are obvious, but the good deeds of some other people follow after them. You will know them by their fruit. In 1888, Alfred Nobel woke up and he saw his name on the headline of the French newspaper. It said like this, the merchant of death is dead. Alfred Nobel was the inventor of dynamite. When he invented dynamite, he thought it would be great for construction. He thought it would be great for roads. He would move mountains and help build bridges and move dams. He saw all the positive aspects of dynamite, but the world didn't see it like that, did they? The world's used dynamite to blow people up and blow cars up and blow buildings up. And so he got the moniker from the French newspaper, the merchant of death is dead. It wasn't him that died. It was his brother that died. The newspaper got their facts wrong. And so there he woke up to have his morning coffee in his big house and fancy things as he was very rich from the sales of dynamite. And the merchant of death is dead. Alfred Nobel breathed his last. Imagine reading your obituary. What would it say about you? And it was so negative and so harsh, it broke his heart. And he thought, is this really what people think of me? Is this really how people see me? Is this really my legacy? So he went to work right away and he changed his will. And he began an annual contest of the human being on earth that brought the most peace. And they have the Nobel Peace Prize. The human being on earth that wrote the most beautiful literature, did the most best art. And so he started attaching his name to things that were awesome, things that were virtuous. Friend, you got an opportunity